Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your September soul session. Princess India here. If you're new, welcome. Hello, new subbies. I'm Princess India. I repeated myself. I'm sorry, but darn it, I'm about to repeat myself again. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and jump in with an overall energy. I felt like using another deck for you guys. You know, I've been using the Starseed Oracle since the beginning of forever. Not really the beginning of forever, like literally since it came out. But suddenly for Cancer, I kind of don't feel like doing that. So I'm using like my favorite Oracle deck, you know, the Chakra Oracle thingamajig. So I'm going to stop talking and yes, thank you, Spirit, for helping out your girl, Princess. Moving right along. So you guys, overall energy for the month of September, Cancer, is the Confusion card. I love this darn deck. I got a match stuck in my cards. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. But anywho, so Cancer, I feel for the month of September for you all. I'm going to try not to say confusion again, but I kind of can't help it. I feel more or less... you guys are in, oh, this is interesting. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, I'm going to sit these to the side. That's like a little creative block you guys got going on here. Or the potential for an opportunity. Maybe there's people who want to help you. Or there's people you guys may want to work with, but you're kind of on your slow and steady, you know, wins the race kind of deal. I feel y'all are working on something. This is legit just like a side message going on here because those fell out. I feel like you guys are working on something or trying to plan something in reference to either your life. It's almost like getting things in order in your personal life or making plans for the future. And you guys have high hopes for what it is that you want to do moving forward, but it's almost feeling as if you need to do it alone, you know? But for others of you, it literally could be like a creative block. Like if you're working on, I don't know why I want to say this, but if you're working on a book or something along those lines, or something creative, it's like hitting a block and not really knowing how to move forward. I like this because this is reminding me of the Pisces full moon energy that's on the 2nd of September. It's kind of like a foggy, hazy confusion, you know, where you're not really sure what you want to do or how you want to move forward. It's literally a block in so many words, but we're talking about that balance of spirituality and practicality. So meaning that in the sense of feminine energies, like your inner world, inner self, things of the sort. Your creative inspiration comes from there. And using strategic, you know, logical 3D measures to execute. But I just feel you guys are a little blocked. That's just a side note. Well, not really, because I mean, it kind of goes with the overall. But I said this for someone else. You guys are unhappy with the way that something is going right now. And I feel, Cancer, what you guys are doing to solve the problem. I did say this for another sign. I can't remember who it was. It's going really hard in the paint, like in the direction of this thing that you're trying to solve. So if I were to piggyback and use this writer's block kind of example, it would be that, you know, you're writing a novel or something, right? And you get stuck in a chapter, and as opposed to taking a step back from your laptop, you know what I mean, and going for a walk or playing with your dog or whatever the case may be, it's forcing oneself to sit at that laptop and figure it out. So I do kind of feel like this may correlate with the overall message with you guys, but I mean, if not, I still think it would be imperative to kind of just take a step back and break up energy that's stagnant. It's an energy technique. You break up energy that's stagnant by doing the polar opposite of that vibration. So if it's a stuck vibration, the opposite of that, of course, would be movement, you know? So that's just a little side note, but I feel the farther you guys get away from wherever you're stuck, you're gonna find clarity, or clarity will find you, if you will. So anywho, the central energy, that's interesting, is the Devil in the reverse. this already correlates. I like this. And it's challenged by the High Priestess. This is so swaggy. I really feel like I just did this whole reading like just now. Past influence, you guys have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Underlying energy, you have the Judgment in the reverse. Above, you have the Ten of Pentacles. And moving forward, you guys have the Eight of Wands. Aw, Cancer. This reading is going to be really good. I do want to tell you, it was so interesting. Before, well, not before, like literally when I, kind of sat down, I edited, that part out because why would you want to hear me sing? But this song by Nat King Cole came to my mind. I'm gonna not sing it, but it's like, smile though your heart is aching, smile though your heart is breaking, things are so much better if you smile, or something. So that may, relate to somebody. But anywho, but what it's looking like for me, Cancer, with this Devil in the reverse in the center of you guys spread, I feel more or less this stuck energy, creative block, writer's block, any type of hazy confusion you guys are feeling. It's more or less you guys judging that feeling this month as something that's bad, and it's really not a bad thing, right? Because the challenge here with the High Priestess, I feel it's more or less like divine intervention that's more or less guiding you back to allowing your inner inspiration, or the voice of spirit, your intuition, whatever it is you want to call it, your inner world, your heart space, whatever, but allowing your inner self, or inner wisdom, if you will, to have dominion over your life. I know that sounds really wordy, but okay. I know that sounds really wordy, but like how I was saying before of, you guys kind of trying to be strategic about stuff, or, really driving something home. I feel in the process of this block actually came from almost like a vacating your inner world. This would look like a person who usually, you go with your feelings, right? Which I'm sure is a very Cancerian thing. But you go with your feelings, you go with your vibe, like you only do things when you feel led to do them. And I feel it's almost like the person who would resonate with this is that's how you've gone about things up to this point. But somewhere along those lines, you felt like, okay, well, that's not so much of a, great approach to life, if you will. So let me start being more practical and strategic and like realistic about things, like going up the ladder or what have you. And that's not a bad thing. But I feel in the process of doing that, because with this Ten of Pentacles and your above energy, it's more or less wanting life comforts, if you will, like that stability and that security, wanting to have a job where you make good money, you got money like in your savings account and things of the sort. And if you're married or you have kids and stuff, it's wanting to create more of a stable environment, like for your family, or financial security for them long term. So it's almost like epic adulting, if you will. But I feel the only issue with this, and why I believe that this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is here, for some of you guys, this may actually be, financial issues. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily, for some of you, it literally could be a job loss. Or, a loss of some, an income stream or something along those lines, or, your hours got cut or something. And because of that happening is what kind of put you into this, like, I need to focus kind of mindset, because you're trying to reach for this stability. But I feel, which is a very normal way to respond in such of a situation, but I feel in the process of that, because you guys didn't see this hiccup that happened somewhere in August, and for some of you it might be a little bit farther back than that, you didn't necessarily see this hiccup as the blessing in disguise that it was, because I get this sense that there's like this liaison phase or some sort of a break, whether that's you guys walking away from something, like I said, with the writer type of deal, or if you were laid off or you lost a job and you've been working less. I really feel the need to hone in on this interim period, because I feel it's almost like looking at the situation surface level, it looks hella bad. Like, how could I lose my job now or lose this money now? What are we going to do type of deal? But it's judging it as something bad, and it's really not, because something prior to this was already off kilter and out of alignment, or you guys were not paying attention to something that was important to you. So say if you were just solely focused on work and you had a passion project you wanted to go after, and you just kind of nixed that, you know, because you were working so much. So I feel the thing that very well may become clear to you all, with the High Priestess being the challenge, with this full moon on between the 1st and 2nd of September, would be remembering and retrieving that intuitive part of yourself and integrating that approach you guys had of being led by your intuition or your feelings, more or less, and coming back into alignment. Because with this Judgment in reverse, this says to me, like, in a mental sense, you guys are headed in the right direction, and your approach isn't a bad idea. Like, it's not negative at all, but there's a part of yourself that's been neglected, and you're kind of missing signs from spirit, and all of this is what I want to say. It's being so fixated on 3D stuff that one kind of got trapped there, and you're not seeing the blessing in disguise, if you will, because it's being too focused on what's going awry. So this whole thing is happening to get you guys back to your true origins. And I feel as a Cancerian person, yeah, dude, let me just tell y'all, September 1st or 2nd, depending on where you live. I think it's like the 2nd in the UK, and I think it's like the 1st in America, I think. I don't know, something like that. I think it's like 5 in the morning, something like that. But anywho, that's the Pisces full moon is hella important for y'all, whatever the case may be, because I feel that's when this clarity or this revelation is going to happen. Because I would say for all the signs I've done so far, for my Cancer people, it's more clear. Because if y'all notice with the dates that I've been talking about, it all has to do with these transits and moons and stuff that are happening. And the Pisces full moon is all about this marriage of practicality and spirituality, which is divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy, and these two coming together to birth a whole new, you know, well, not really new, but a different energy vibration, which is that middle road type of deal. So I just feel like you guys have kind of been missing it, of spirit trying to show you guys something. But it's not a bad thing, Cancer, because with the 8 of Wands, of course, you guys are going to be getting back into alignment this month, and moving forward integrated and operating in the energy of your truth and directing your will in the direction of what your truth is, my friend. So anywho, Cancer, that has been your soul session for September. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do you guys extended, where we're going to dig a little deeper, my friends. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Later means like in a few seconds when you watch the extended. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing this dance party thing, so let's get her done. I don't know what other dance to do. I did the Cabbage Patch. Wait, that was a little quick. I can do the sitting down running man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're supposed to do it like that. I kind of like this though. This is kind of swaggy.